coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
On first down, Stafford here. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down. Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Stafford on first down. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Again, it's Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Geno now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Kupp now on the return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He'll dump this off to Akers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission, all tied. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one.
1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching
The game moves along.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to go. This one, surprisingly, still scoreless.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2nd down at 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Myers able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now Stafford and the Rams down 3-0, 47 seconds remaining. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say,